Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Mo Moon. Welcome to those of you who have seen my videos before and who are back, and welcome to those of you who are viewing for the first time. My name is Mo Moon and you're on my channel here on YouTube, Mo Moon Tarot. I like to call you guys my Mo fam. That's a new thing I started saying because I do feel like the people that follow me here on YouTube are a special group of people who are different, because I feel like I'm very different. I know everyone is, but I feel like I'm very outside of the box, and the people that choose to listen to me and to watch me have their own synchronistic attitudes and characters as well that work with the universe. And I like to work with the universe. I like to work with the divine. I took a few minutes to set up this pick a card, cleansed each deck of cards that I'm using in the piles, and picked them one by one, hand pick them, cleanse the cards and put them back, cleanse the cards that we're not using and put them back into the box. So I don't want to talk your ear off, but welcome. And I will show you the piles. There will be timestamps down below if you want to jump to the first, second, or third pile. I'm going to introduce the decks that I'm using. So I'm using the Chrysalis Tarot, which is a very whimsical deck. I'm using the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. I'm sharing these with you just in case you feel like you want to check them out. The Santa Muerte Tarot, the Dreams of Gaia Tarot, oops, the Before Tarot, and the Wild Unknown Tarot, and lastly, the Spellcasters Tarot, Modern Spellcasters Tarot. So I'm showing you just in case you want to look them up for yourselves. I'm not sponsored by any of the tarot decks or whatever. I'm just sharing because I know that oftentimes I've asked people what decks they're using in Instagram posts or YouTube videos because I want to purchase them for myself. So let's get into the piles. I just want to say that this pick a card is a general reading. You may not resonate with everything that I say, but hopefully you can find yourself in little bits of the message, if not the full message, and really take some inspiration from the reading. The tarot is a magical tool. I respect it. I hope you can respect it too. And yeah, so like I said, there'll be timestamps down below if you want to jump to the first, second, or third pile. And this is pile number 1 with the pine cone. So if you want pile number 1, you're picking the pine cone. Pile number 2 with the snail shell. So if you're picking pile 2, you're picking the snail shell. And some dirt just fell out of the snail shell. And pile number 3 is just a plain old rock, but it's a special rock because it's the rock that I put down on my altar for Baphomet. So it's a rock. So that's pile number 3. If you feel like you're drawn to any one of the objects more than another, then that means the pile is for you. If you feel like you want to pause and meditate, you can do that. If you want to close your eyes and see if you can feel the number coming into your mind, 1, 2, or 3, whichever number pops into your mind. If you feel like automatically you were drawn to a certain pile, I would stick to your first gut instinct. And yeah, so I will see you at pile number 1. So welcome to those of you who picked pile number 1 with the pine cone. Sorry, it's not an acorn, it's a pine cone. So welcome to those of you who picked pile number 1 with the pine cone. I am just going to clear the energy. Yeah, welcome. So let's go ahead and turn over your cards. We have higher power. So already it's telling me that you're tapped into the divine, that you have an open crown chakra, that your chakras are aligned and in tune with each other. We have the 10 of Stones, which is like a magical creature holding crystals. So I feel like you really know how to tap into your magic. You really know how to delve into the unknown, how to tap into the energy of the world around you, of the things that you see. You find the magic in things everywhere. You're not the type of person who wants to settle for a mundane life. You're not the type of person who just wants to say, okay, well, this is the way the world is and that's it. You're really open to feeling the energy, feeling the beauty, feeling the magic around you. I really do feel like you're the type of people who who want to do your life's purpose. You want to really feel like you're doing your life's purpose. And sometimes you may feel like your work is mundane and you're not helping anybody, but because maybe you have a job where you don't really do anything that's considered magical. But let me just tell you that if you are imparting love to the people that you're working with, you are doing your life's purpose, because your life's purpose is to love. And so even if you feel like you don't have a job that's very magical, I do want to tell you that your job is magical and that you are magical. We have the Magician. So if that doesn't say tapped into your magic and magical, I don't know what does, right? You're very curious individuals. You like to find out the answers to things that you don't understand. You want to delve deeper into all sorts of things esoteric and occult. Even if you don't tell people that you want to, even if you don't admit it to yourself, you know that you have a deeper longing to connect with other things. Maybe you want to be into astral travel. Maybe you want to delve into divine beings or the alien race or fairies or dragons or gnomes or demons or angels. You just feel like there's so much out there to learn, and you feel like you, as a magician with this Magician card, you feel like you have so much curiosity and you have so much opportunity to do that, to tap into your divine energy, to really feel a part of the magical world that you long to see around you. We have the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords is telling me that you've had a hard time lately. Maybe you've been putting yourself down with your words in your mind. Maybe you've been belittling yourself a little bit. Maybe you've been being kind to other people, but you feel like you have been belittling yourself, maybe feeling a little bit like your words are words that you wouldn't tell others, but you say them to yourself. The Five of Swords is like, it's about words, right? It's about thoughts and how they come at us. And I do feel like you're going to start to fight those negative thoughts, if you haven't started already fighting those negative thoughts, because your chakras are in balance. So I think that you are the type of people that daily do a meditation or do some sort of ritual where you ground yourself, where you connect yourself to your chakras, to your divine energy. And even though the Five of Swords says that sometimes you are doubtful of yourself and sometimes you are fearful of your own energy and your own power, and sometimes you doubt that you're even connected to the divine, you even wonder if there's anything more than the mundane world, but it's like a duality, because you have your higher power, you have your connection to the earth, but you also have your connection to the divine. We have the 10 of Stones, which says that there's a connection to the earth, but then we have the Magician, which says there's a connection to the divine as well. And the Five of Swords is just pointing out that you have a duality within yourself, that sometimes you don't believe what you believe, and sometimes you struggle with being on a level that you like to vibrate at, but you still keep yourself there. You have the Mother of Cups as well. The Mother of Cups is telling me that you're a very nurturing person, that you like to hold space for other people's energies, that you in the past were somebody who gave a lot, and you are highly empathic, you are highly spiritual, you are highly sensitive to the energies around you with the Mother of Cups. And that's because you're meant to hold space for other people, and you're meant to show people that it's okay to vibrate at a higher level, and that it's okay to be connected to the divine. We also have the Chariot, moving into unknown territory. So I do feel like the the message for you is that you will be able to travel to places. You will be able to astral travel if you haven't already. I'm getting the feeling that you already have, even if you don't know it. You have done that on a different realm, in a different place. Maybe in a past life you were a very avid astral traveler, and you're having a hard time tapping into that ability to astral travel now. But with the Chariot, I do feel like you are interested in it, and you are moving in the direction to be able to do that. We have Perception, card number 21. So I feel like sometimes you wear a mask. Sometimes you wear a mask with the perception, but it's not a mask that you wear to deceive other people. It's a mask that you wear, that you put on for yourself. You can be all things to all people, and I think that's what the mask is about, is that you're all things to all people, and it's not that you're not being consistent with your attitude or with what you're showing people. It's just that you have perhaps a family member or somebody in your life that you feel anxious when you think about, somebody that you feel like doesn't understand you maybe, or doesn't accept you the way you are. So the Perception card is saying that. Card number 21 is saying that sometimes you put on a mask and you're tired of it. You're tired of putting on a mask because you have to accept who people want you to be. You look in the mirror and you say, okay, today I look like the person that needs to be seen by this family member or by this friend or by this individual. I'm putting on the mask for myself so I can believe that I am not the person that I know that I am deep down within myself, that manifestor, that person that's connected to the higher power, connected to your magic, affirming with yourself that you are a manifestor of the greater things, affirming with yourself that you don't need to listen to negative thoughts, but that there's a balance between negative thoughts and positive thoughts, and that you know how to combat the negative thoughts, and that the negative and positive are both necessary to balance. You're a very nurturing person, again, with the Mother of Cups. I do feel like that's the case. I'm going to bring these cards forward a little bit. So I'm going to read the Oracle card in the book. Remember that maybe this whole reading doesn't resonate with you, but maybe there are certain parts that you feel like do resonate with you. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Higher power. Wow, it just opened right to the page. Essential meanings: conscious contact with a higher power, the presence of the divine, seeing source energy in all things, committing to a partnership with spirit. So I do feel like that's what I said, like you are connected to all things divine. You are seeing source energy in all things. Wherever you look, you are seeing magic. The Oracle message. This card reminds you that you are more than a person trying to get ahead and make things happen for yourself and others. You have an immortal soul and are gifted with a human life through which a higher power can express itself. At this time, you need to be conscious of your connection to spirit and foster it through prayer and meditation. Ask, what is the highest good for all? How can I serve? Then get out of your own way and trust that there is a plan for your life more wondrous than you can ever know. You are always protected and divinely directed. So I do feel like that's what the message is. The message is basically to tell you that you are connected to the divine. You will have the opportunities to connect in greater ways, in ways that you have never connected before, and you are moving forward to do that. You have the Chariot, and it's a chariot moving through the stars, and I do believe that card symbolizes astral travel, or even travel in your mind through meditation. Perception. The Perception card is, how do you see yourself, and how do you want others to see you? When I was talking about the mask, I was saying you sometimes feel like you have to dim your light or bring down your vibration to match the vibration of somebody who has a lower vibration, who has a lower positivity point. You know, when I say high vibration, I mean you're a very positive person and you see the positive in all things. Even when there's a negative, you bring a positive in and you make it everything else positive around you. And you have a very big responsibility to yourself with the Five of Swords, because the Five of Swords is saying that some people do get jealous of you and some people have negative thoughts about you or critical thoughts about you, and your responsibility is to protect yourself. Your responsibility is to see yourself as that magical being and realize that a magical being such as yourself needs protection, needs to put on some sort of protective light or sphere or bubble, needs to have spiritual hygiene, cleanse yourself. I have a meditation video in my list of videos in my playlists, and it's the latest meditation video. It talks about burning up the negativity, putting on the light, connecting to the earth through your roots, and connecting to the divine through your branches. And so if you're not sure, how to protect yourself, I would say, number one, sit down, close your eyes, cross-legged, or however you feel comfortable. Sit down, lie down. I would say sit down so you don't fall asleep. Even when I'm sitting down, sometimes I start to fall asleep. So just make sure that you do this whole meditation, okay? You want to sit down, connect yourself to the earth through your roots that are connected to your root chakra. You want to connect your crown chakra through the branches to the divine. You want to breathe out any excess energy through your root chakra into the earth, give it back to Mother Earth and let her neutralize it. You want to affirm to yourself you want to cleanse yourself with the fire of purification, allowing all the negativity, the lower vibrational energies, and the energy vampire energies, hateful thoughts from different people, critical, jealous, negative thoughts from other people, no matter how far or close they are, burn those up with the fire of purification. And then let the fire of purification burn all that to soot, debris, and dust around you. And when the fire has no more kindling, no more negativity or things that I've mentioned to burn up, allow that fire to die back down into your taproot and into the earth. See the water of purification and affirmation lapping at your feet. Step into the water of purification and dunk yourself under the water and allow that water to wash away the soot, dust, and debris that the fire of purification left. Then I want you to put on the water of affirmation, allow it to soak into your skin, and tell yourself you are connected, you are divine, you are beautiful, you are safe, you are protected. Whatever sort of affirmations are coming to your mind, I want you to say them to yourself out loud or in your head, whatever is more comfortable for you. And then step out of the water and sit yourself back down on the sand and allow the light from the sun to pierce the Father Air's light to pierce your crown chakra, illuminating your crown chakra, your third eye chakra, your witch's eye, your throat chakra, your heart chakra, your solar plexus chakra, your sacral chakra, and your root chakra. Allow the molten lava, the light and the heat from the molten lava at the center of the earth to illuminate your roots and to illuminate your root chakra, your sacral chakra, your solar plexus chakra, your heart chakra, your throat chakra, your third eye chakra, your witch's eye, and your crown chakra. Allow that light to permeate you and to penetrate every part of your being and allow it to grow 2 to 4 meters all the way around you in a sphere, a protective sphere of light. Allow that light to reflect negativity no matter how close or how far. Only allow the divine to let in what you need to know in order to be aware of the situation around you. The only negativity that you will know is negativity that the divine lets into your bubble so that you can understand the situation around you, and then give thanks to your spirit guides or to the divine or to your angels or to your demons or to whoever you look at, your deities, your gods, your goddesses, your ancestors, whoever you look at that helped you to do that meditation. Give them thanks. So I do feel like that's it. That's all I have for you for today, group 1 who picked the pine cone. I do hope this was a helpful reading for you. If it was, please make sure to like this video. If you want to leave a comment down below, I'd really appreciate that. I really appreciate you liking my videos because then it gets my videos out there a little bit more. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already and hit the notification bell so you are alerted as to when I upload new videos. So thank you for letting me read your cards, pile number 1. I appreciate all of you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Hi, welcome to those of you who picked pile number 2 with the snail shell. So this is going to be your reading. I'm going to start turning over the cards. Let me just cleanse the energy. Okay. So pile number 2, we have deep knowing as your first card. Deep knowing. So there are things that you've seen in life that would scare some people. There are things that you've understood to be true about the world that other people in your shoes would feel horrified at knowing. There is a situation or situations, or maybe the situation that you've had all your life that you've been going through, where you've been feeling like life has been hard, but you're used to it. You're used to it, and you have a lot of positive energy because there's a deep knowing within yourself that the world is magical and that it's filled with magic. We have the Five of Mirrors as your second card. Five of Mirrors. It's about meditation. There is a strong connection for you to your higher chakras, to your crown chakra, your third eye chakra, your throat chakra, and your heart chakra. And I do feel like your solar plexus chakra, your sacral chakra, and your root chakra are not completely in balance, or not completely connected to the earth. So there's a strong need to connect yourself to the earth, to connect yourself to your physical body and to your physical knowing. There's a lot that you know up in your head. There's a lot that you've experienced that you've been processing through your mind. Remember, this might not resonate with everybody, and maybe not everything will resonate with you, but take what does. You have the Seven of Wands as well. So you're a deeply spiritual person. You're not afraid to ask for things. You're not afraid to ask the divine to help you. And you know that when you do ask, it usually does happen. You have a strong connection to source. Maybe you pray a lot. Maybe you are very religious or spiritual. You're not afraid to stand up for what you believe in, and you never have been. I think the fact that you have the deep knowing card as your oracle card says that you've always kind of known that you've been connected to the divine. But remember that even though you're connected to the divine, you have to also be connected to the earth. So we have the Ace of Pentacles, and I do feel like you will be connected to the earth quite soon. I feel like you're working on yourself with the Ace of Pentacles. You're working on connecting those lower chakras to the earth and becoming more balanced. There are little things in life that can throw you off, but there is still that deep knowing within yourself that even these little things in life that might go wrong don't seem wrong to you. They just seem like synchronistic events. They seem to you like events that had to happen in order to bring you where you are now. And that's why you have this deep knowing. All through your life, you've had this deep knowing that you are a divine being, that you are divinely connected, and that you have a lot of knowing about things that most people don't because they haven't been through your situation. We have the Ace of Swords. So we had the Ace of Pentacles, and now we have the Ace of Swords. And again, I do feel like this Ace of Swords is a card of deep knowing, of deep connection, of understanding how to express yourself. It's something that I am actually jealous of about you, because if this resonates with you, I'd love to be able to put my mind into my words and to express myself in a concise and proper way. I always have trouble getting my words out, but I don't see that for you. I see that you have a strong ability to speak your mind. You have a strong ability to write poetry, to write music, to write in a journal, to express yourself through your words, maybe through creating music or lyrics, or as I said, poetry, or just communicating your feelings to other people, to other individuals. With the Ace of Swords, there is a connection to the divine that you have, that in which you are able to express yourself quite accurately and quite concisely. And I think that's why you've been so successful in life, despite the fact that you've gone through a lot of difficulties, because you have that connection to the divine that allows you to speak your mind and allows you to speak your truth. We have the Ace of Cups. Wow. Okay. 3 aces. We had the Ace of Pentacles, which says that you're going to connect to you're working on connecting to your lower chakras. We have the Ace of Swords, which says that you're able to communicate clearly and effectively what you need and what you want. And we have the Ace of Cups, which says that you are in control of your emotions. You're in control of how you feel. You're not somebody who is easily swayed by your emotions. You're very strong. You're very You're very connected to the divine. You're very connected to prayer, to spirituality. And then we have the Two of Earth. So I do feel like even as I'm speaking, you're working on connecting to your body. You're working on connecting to your roots. You're working on connecting to your physical being. You have a divine being watching over you. I see that because there's a third eye over this individual, and that's where your crown chakra is as well. It's over your head, just a little bit over your head in your ethereal sphere. So I do feel like you're balancing all these things together, and even though sometimes it feels like you're more connected to the divine and you're less connected to the earth, I think that your prayers are working, and you pray for yourself to be connected to the earth, you pray for yourself to be connected to your body and to the earth, and to be able to help people through your body, through your hands. Maybe you're into some sort of creating energy with your hands. Maybe you help people eat, or you help people to ambulate, or maybe you create beautiful artwork for people to admire, something that you do with your hands with the Ace of Pentacles. That is your destiny. That is what you do in life in order to feel like you are fulfilled. The Deep Knowing card says you know who you are. You're not afraid to connect to who you are. So let me just read from the Wisdom of the Oracle book about the Deep Knowing card number 43. So I'm just going to get the card in the book. 43, Deep Knowing. Essential meaning: intuition, listening to the oracle within, empathy, hypersensitivity. So again, like I was saying, you're connected to your higher chakras, and you're also always working on connecting to those higher chakras, but you also work on connecting to your body through your gifts and through your talents and abilities. The oracle's message: intuition is the faculty that allows you to enter into a dialogue with source. Again, we had the Ace of Swords, which talks about speaking clearly and concisely. The consciousness that you are a part of but cannot see with the naked eye. It's perplexing that people are taught to ignore this natural capacity to navigate their journeys, to access their inner guidance. Know that you have an ability to read between the lines and find all the truth that was missing when the story was told. This deep knowing allows you to open the doors to wisdom far greater than what is available in the limitations of human experience. Again, I feel like that's why you're not connecting with your lower chakras as much, is because you want to connect with an inner experience. And with wisdom, far greater than what is available in the limitations of human experience. So in your body, you're given information that makes no sense whatsoever to the logical mind or five senses, but which is 100% correct and true. Again, talking about the body and connecting with your body and your senses. The trick is to listen and then to act accordingly. You're now invited into this sacred dialogue of deep knowing. So tune in and trust your vibes. They will be right. Ask and you will receive answers from unusual sources. So if you feel like sometimes you have pent up energy that's comes out in the form of anxiety, or if you feel like a little bit of pain or uncomfortability in your body, just know that you can connect through your higher chakras like you usually do with the divine, and know on a deeper level what it is you are dealing with. You have an extreme amount of wisdom, group number 2. You have an extreme amount of wisdom and connection to all spheres, all realms. You are highly psychic, highly empathetic, highly intuitive, and I feel like you know that you have that ability. And you had 3 aces. Like 3 aces is a wonderful beginning. Like to you, everything is always like a new beginning. With your deep knowing, you are always seeing things with fresh eyes and seeing things anew, seeing things being born into your life, because you are very observant, you are very spiritual, you are very connected to the earth. You have a balance of dark and light within yourself. You've done a lot of shadow work. Yeah, so that's what I see for you. Pile number 2, pick the snail shell. I do feel like the snail shell kind of symbolizes the fact that you are at home wherever you go. The snail travels with his home or her home on his back, or her back. And so I do feel like no matter where you go in life, no matter where you travel, perhaps you've traveled already, perhaps you intend on traveling, Perhaps you've just traveled to a lot of places in your mind and in your experience. But however that may play out in your life, I do feel like you're at home wherever you plant yourself, because you have a strong ability to connect in the spiritual realm and to have an effect on the earthly realm with the Ace of Pentacles. Your spiritual gifts and your spiritual abilities allows many people to connect on a more earthly basis. So again, like maybe something that you do in life as a job or as a vocation or as a hobby, or as just something that you've been given an ability to allow people to connect to themselves and to allow people to accept themselves the way they are. I do feel like you have that strong ability to help people see, as they are reflected in you, that they are valuable, that they are worthy. You have a strong ability to heal. You have a strong ability to heal people around you, and you have a strong ability to balance things out. And just because sometimes you're more connected to your higher chakras doesn't mean that sometimes you're not more connected to your lower chakras. It's just that you have a high ability to connect with the divine in your higher chakras, but that doesn't mean that you can't connect with your lower chakras. It just means that in the job that you do, you use your higher chakras more frequently, more often, but you know that there's an importance in connecting to the earth when you need to as well. So I do feel like that's the message for you who picked pile number 2. I hope it was helpful. If it was, make sure to like this video, leave a comment if you want to. I do ask that if you like this video, you leave it a thumbs up, because that will help me to get seen more frequently by other viewers. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, if you haven't already, go ahead and do that, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss when I upload a new video. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. Again, I will see you in my next video. My name is Mo Moon, and thank you for being here. Bye. Hi, welcome to those who picked pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. If you picked pile number 3, you pick the stone of Baphomet, the one that I have on my altar for Baphomet. So let's go ahead and get into your cards. The first card we have is chop wood. So I'm seeing with this card that you are very hard workers, that you are not afraid to get down and dirty and to do what you need to do to make the job happen, to make results appear, to cause things to come into reality. But you're very physical people. You're very connected to the earth. You could be earth sign people, or you have a lot of earth in your chart, your birth chart. But I do feel with the chop wood card that you're not afraid to do the hard work, and even if people around you aren't doing the job to the best of their ability, I feel like you are the type of person to still want to do your job to the best of your ability. Oh, let me just... I think that I didn't get to do that before I started. 8 of Mirrors. So you have the 8 of Mirrors. Interesting. So there's an unknown path that you have been able to tread that most people wouldn't. The 8 of Mirrors says that there's been a lot in your life that has caused you to wear different hats. When I say wear different hats, I mean you've had to play different parts. Perhaps you are into acting or role playing. It could be, but I feel like more deeper, it's about the fact that whatever you've done in life, you have allowed yourself to change into what you've needed to be in order to fit in that situation. Almost like a chameleon changing its color to blend into its surroundings so that it doesn't have to stand out and be susceptible to harm, to being eaten by a predator. So I feel like there's a lot more depth to you than is just on the surface. Even though you are hard workers, there's a lot of depth to you that people don't see or don't understand if they're not looking closely at you. We have the Chariot card number 7 of the Major Arcana, And I do see that this work that you're doing, this ability to blend into your surroundings in order to work hard and not make any waves and not be not stand out too much from the crowd, is making you able to go places. There are opportunities that will open up to you, whether in the spiritual realm or in the physical realm. What I say about when I'm talking about opportunities opening up to you in the spiritual realm, I mean perhaps there will be opportunities for you to connect with the divine, maybe to do some astral traveling, or to connect with an alien race, or to connect with spirits or with a source. Maybe you don't necessarily want that right now. Maybe you're not really searching to connect in the spiritual realm, but I do feel like you are very spiritual beings with the Eight of Mirrors as well, because the Eight of Mirrors symbolizes a wise person who's seen a lot in life. And maybe that's how you've come so far, is that you've always been able to put your head down and do the job and not make too much weight, not cause too many waves, not cause too much of a movement around you. But that movement that you are preventing from happening around you, causing too many waves or causing too much of imbalance in the energy, is causing you to move forward. And maybe you are going to get a promotion. I don't want to get this too much into to practical things, but I do feel like there could be a promotion within the spiritual realm. Maybe you are somebody who plays Dungeons and Dragons, or maybe you're somebody who or maybe you're somebody who doesn't, but I do feel like the Chariot card is saying that you're going places. So let's look at the next card. We have the Six of Cups. So I do feel like with the Eight of Mirrors and the Six of Cups, there's been a lot of emotional turmoil, because the mirrors are cups as well. So the Eight of Mirrors and the Six of Cups, a lot of cups, a lot of emotional, maybe emotional baggage, maybe emotional trophies. Maybe you wear your heart on your sleeve. Maybe you're a type of person who isn't afraid to face your emotions. You're very matter-of-factly with the Chopwood card of the Oracle. You're very matter-of-factly, but you have a really interesting duality about yourself, in the sense that you are very earthly creatures, but you also have a really strong connection to water. You have a strong connection to your emotions. And to mirrors too. I feel like maybe you really like to have mirrors around you. Maybe you look in the mirror often to catch a glimpse of yourself when you're walking by, let's say, a car window or something. You just want to see what you look like. I feel like that helps you to connect with the earth even more. When you see that you're a physical being, you connect with the earth even more. And I do feel like with the Six of Cups that you have a lot of emotion about you. There's a lot of emotion that you're carrying, because the Six of Cups here is about a boat with cups on it. And so you're carrying a lot of emotions within you. You're very emotional beings, very sensitive beings, even though you're very earthly as well, connected to the earth. I'm feeling a strong sense of balance, especially with the Chariot card. I feel like there's a strong sense of balance between your shadow side and your light side. You're very down to earth individuals, but you're also very, very connected. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. So you're very lucky people as well. Even though you work hard, I feel like luck is definitely on your side. And I think that one of the things that makes you lucky is the fact that you're able to transform yourself into what you need to be in order to survive, in order to thrive, in order to get by. I do feel like with the Seven of Pentacles, it's a straight line for you. It's a path that you're going down that's been working for you. It's a certain way that you lived your life up until this point that's working for you, that's causing you to be successful. We have the Queen of Wands. Wow. So I really do feel like we're talking about balance here with the Queen of Wands. You have a lot of fire energy within you as well. You're very debonair. You're very suave. You're very sensual. You're very attractive to individuals, to their naked eyes. When they see you, they see somebody who is good looking. They see somebody who takes good care of their health, takes good care of their appearance. Remember, this might not resonate with all of you, but for those of you who do, I hope it's helpful. So with the Queen of Wands, I do feel like you have a good sense of who you are. You have a good sense of what you're capable of doing. Yeah, the Queen of Wands. And then we have the Five of Water, the Five of Cups. So another Cups card. So I don't know if you noticed this, but what we don't have in these cards is we don't have a Swords card. So I think that what you do best just putting your head down and doing the job. You go by your emotions. You allow your emotions to rule you, but you also allow the earth to guide you. So you're very connected to your body. You feel things in your body that allow you to translate that to emotions and allow yourself to move according to your emotions. You're very intuitive beings. See here we have the 5 of water, and this woman looks like she's praying. So I do feel like in your body you do a lot of prayer. You may not knowingly do prayer, but the way that you carry yourself through the world, the way that you show the world how hard you work, you do it without wanting a thanks, because you do it because that's what makes you feel good. And your body is always in a state of prayer, always connected to the divine through the earth. I feel a strong connection for you to Mother Earth and the goddess. So let's look at the oracle card, Chop Wood, card number 42 in the oracle guidebook. Card number 42. So the card number 42 is called Chop Wood. Essential meanings: being grounded in everyday experience and humility, which is what I was talking about for you, being grounded in everyday experience and also being humble, just putting your head down and doing the job, even if people around you aren't doing the job to the best of their ability. There are times when the big dream is meant to lie dormant in your consciousness so that you can pay attention to the simple chores in your life. Consider why pruning a tree is the forerunner of delighting in the beautiful blooms when it is in full blossom. The mundane act of pulling off dead leaves, watering the soil, and then leaving it to be let to nature take its course is an important step in manifestation. Taking your attention away from your goals brings you into a state of receptivity. This is the deeper purpose for releasing attachment. When you engage in everyday tasks in a meditative, contemplative way, you clear your energy to receive your aha moments, which bring you even closer to what you seek. So like I was saying, your body with this 5 of water here is always in a state of prayer, because you are honoring your body, you are honoring the earth, you are putting the message out there that you're grateful for your ability to work hard, for your looks, for your body, for your health, whatever it is that you see in your body when you look in the mirror with the 8 of mirrors and with the 6 of cups. Your emotions are gratitude. You have a lot of gratitude for your health, for your ability to work hard, for your ability to do the hard work, to do the hard things that other people aren't willing to do. And that gratitude that you give to your body is felt through Mother Earth. Mother Earth sees that you are praying through your gratitude for your body, through using your body to the best of your ability, through working hard, through doing your best, through your hard work and through your physical work. You are showing Mother Earth that you are grateful for all that she's given you, and that you are giving back to the earth and giving back to others through your hard work. And that connection that you have with your body is a state of connection to the divine, because the earth is divine and the earth and the sky are connected. And I do feel like you're strongly connected to water. Maybe you like to be around water, or when you are at a body of water, all your worries and all your anxieties disappear. I do see that you do things by the straight and narrow. You do things by the book. When I say straight and narrow, I don't mean it in a sort of religious or Christian way. I just mean you do things by the book. You're not afraid to follow the rules, and you're not afraid to do the hard work. I do feel like you're strongly connected to the earth. So it's interesting because you pick the pile with the rock, and I do feel like you are like a rock. You are strong. You are connected to your emotions, but you know what those emotions mean to you, and you're moving to be more prosperous every day the more you put in the work. And people see you as beautiful, and people see you as attractive, and people may even be jealous of you, but I do feel like you attract more praise and more admiration than you do jealousy, because people know that even though sometimes people might make fun of you as a joke to other people, I do feel like you have that ability to put on the brakes if you want to, and just to shut people out of your life if you need to. But you're so forgiving, and you're so accepting of yourself, and you're so much standing in your own power. You're so much affirmed that you are who you are and that you are worthy, that you don't let those negative comments get to you, because you release your emotions through other ways, through talking to somebody that you can confide in, or through going for a run, or even through your everyday work with the chop wood card. You release your emotions through doing a good job in your work. So I do feel like that's it for your reading for those of you who picked pile number 3. If you liked this video, if it was helpful, please leave it a thumbs up. That helps me to get seen by other people. And also leave a comment down below if you want to. And remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already subscribed to it. And if you have, thank you. And if you do subscribe, make sure to hit the notification bell so that you can be alerted to when I upload new videos. Again, my name is Mo Moon, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you for being here. Bye.